Hello, Kukomi here, and welcome back to another episode of Metroid Prime 2 Randomized. Last time, we took on Quadraxis and restored power to the Sanctuary Fortress. Today, we're just going to continue to explore the Sanctuary Fortress. I thought about just going around the world and seeing what we can do with the light suit, but nah, today we're just going to go... I said it at the end of last episode, so I feel bad if I didn't follow up on it. But we're just going to go continue and speaking, yeah. Hooray, not even a few seconds in, I'm already having trouble speaking. And yeah, I think I realized this looking at this yesterday, or looking at my notes. Not yesterday, but like just right before I started this recording, or at the end of the last recording as well. But we basically have everything. Like, we pretty much have all the major power-ups, so all we need is 5 more Sky Temple keys, and that's it. I knew this was coming, and I don't like it, but that's why I also just want to get it out of the way first. Normally you're supposed to activate a cannon, but because I have Screw Attack, I can literally just skip this. Because, screw that. Yet, I know you, any of you watching who has played this game, you love them, or rather, you love to hate them. It's the Spider Guardian. And you're probably thinking, Kukomi. Well, I should have gotten more power bombs. That's actually really bad. But yeah, look, you can stay on the spider ball track. That should make this fight really easy, right? And you are right? Somewhat. We'll have to wait until next phase to really see what I'm talking about. No, don't worry, Spider Guardian always gets its revenge, no matter what. Oh, I thought I could fall through there, which is why I was hoping to get out of the way. As you can see, I'm pressing the R button right now, and he's not taking any damage. Yeah. For some reason, this section and the next section, the Spider Ball tracks are actually completely disabled. For the first section and final section, you don't have to worry about it. And God, I hate this set. I hate this boss in general. It requires a ridiculous amount of precision with the Spider Guard, or with the Morph Ball, it's just kind of ridiculous. It's a lot better on Trilogy, but it's still really annoying. So really what you want to do is just sort of, and I'm not good at this boss, just to be completely honest. I'm really bad at the timing with this, but I believe if you just do this, yeah, you'll get up here pretty consistently. I'm not good with the time, yeah, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. No. There we go. And of course we want to go quickly. There we go. We took a bit of damage, it's fine. The next phase is probably the phase I'm the most worried about, but I also have a plan for that phase. So, thankfully it's not completely, I forgot to even check before I even came in here, but hopefully this should work out. Yep. Pretty much you can do that, and we're going to have to just try and tank this guy to get through really quick. So let's get that, and he's going to do his thing. And thankfully the last part shouldn't be as bad, because... Oh, right, I almost forgot. For some reason, on the GameCube version specifically, he can hit you under the walls, or from below the walls. It's really annoying. As you can see now, or not right now, you'll see in a second. Also, I think you can just boost through these, yeah. Let's actually get this health. But you can see now, I should be able to actually just, yeah, I can actually go along the track, which makes this so much easier. And yeah, it makes this phase, which is normally completely awful to do on this version of the game, just really nice and simple. So you don't need to worry about it so much. It makes it just really easy, so nice. And you could sort of just hit him through the wall as well. Ah, jeez. Though you do have to deal with him hitting you. And you know, I was complaining a moment ago about how much precision this requires. This part requires a ridiculous amount of precision with the Morph Ball. I feel like more than should be expected of the player at this point. Dang it. I was hoping to get him on the return trip. Because you can sort of hit him beneath the wall as well. Is that good? Come on, Spider Guardian. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And then we can just quickly do this. Don't mind me. I don't know if I talked about this, but actually between the last recording and this recording, I actually finished Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. I think I might have talked about this before, because I have kind of significant gaps between when I'm able to record, and it's really annoying. So I don't exactly remember what I talked about last time. And oh boy, a missile expand. I don't have a power bomb. Right. I knew I needed another power bomb for something. I'm gonna have to go get that. Thankfully, these guys are much easier to beat than the other Spider Guardian, the possessed version of it. Okay, good. Thank you. But yeah, with that, I am proud to say I have completed the Metroid Prime trilogy. And honestly, I kind of wanted to try and complete it before Metroid Prime 4 came out. And I didn't think I was going to, and then I just been starting the marathon these games. In fact, I played through Metroid Prime 3 twice now. And I'm in the middle of my third playthrough, though I'm starting to get a little burnt out on it. But I also find it to be a very easy game, and thank God for no Dark World damage. I find it a very easy game to replay. I find it kind of like Ocarina of Time in that sense. I think I should be... Or no, that's not high enough. Dang. Oh well, what can you do? Maybe I can, like, slope jump? Or ghetto jump because I'm cool? 1, 2, 3, 4... Ah, you know, I might be able to get that. So if I get on, like, this piece of collision right here, turn around, and try and get as much height, and I need to sort of, like, land on the there we go. Ha! Take that, puzzle. It's just... And it's a missile expansion. Thank you. That's 2 missile expansions so far. I don't know what number we're on, but I should also write that down. In fact, I'm going to meet you guys over by one of the other rooms that we've been in before. And I would describe it more, but you're literally just going to see it in like less than a second. Oh, right, I forgot about this part. Yeah, there's an item up here we can get. So we should go get that. And I believe that'll actually drop us by the entrance to the second, or like to the deeper part of the fortress. Back by the tunnel that has the Dark World portal in it, and you need to open it up. And, yeah, you know, I'm not even going to bother trying to describe. Look, this is the normal elevator you would take to go up to the get to the second level of the fortress. So that tunnel would have dropped us off over there. Right, now I'll meet you guys over there. Also, the spider tracks work here now. Alright, this is the room I wanted to meet you guys over by. Thankfully, we can just sort of ignore these guys. We're going to make a quick trip to the Dark World. Not that it matters anymore, because really, yeah, we're kind of like death invincible right now. Says the person who keeps falling into bottomless pits. 2, 3, I'm worried that's too far! Oh! Okay, I clipped the, yeah, okay, because I clipped the ledge, that's fine. No, come on! Oh my god, stupid, you're just mad because nobody likes you. Okay, I wouldn't say you're unforgettable. Look, I'll take you out just because. Ha, dark enemies taken out by their own energy. But yeah, so I can just sort of talk about my opinion on the whole franchise. I'm glad was able to complete it, and I think they're all stellar games. Oh no. This is still my favorite game in the trilogy, and I'm very confident saying that. But I definitely feel like Prime 3 is the most replayable Prime. It's really easy to just start and continue, especially if you know what you're doing. Is that a missile expansion? That's a missile expansion. Yes, it is. Okay, that means I don't need to go out of my way for it. So I was worried about what that item would be, because if that item was something important, then I would actually have to go out of my way, I think, because to defeat the Caretaker drone, which is sort of a mini-boss in this area. Because I thought I was going to have to fight it anyways. I know I spoke about that earlier. And then I realized that I can just go through this part backwards. And oh boy, what is that? Like, dear God. How many missile expansions do we get now? Do we have now? I think that puts us at a nice 23 missile expansions. Because, you know, missile expansions. Because there is an item sort of behind Caretaker Drone. And the item that I think we should just be able to go through this part backwards. And because of that, one, I think I need to go down the middle one. Yeah, middle. No, the left one. Well, we can see what the item is. Ooh, that's a Sky Temple key. That's important. Yeah, so this room. Normally you need to get past Caretaker Drone to get into this room, but because we can go backwards, because I have Screw Attack, we can just say no. The other item, though, that we saw in the Dark World, that item, because we have to get through this door in the Dark World, and the only way to get to this door in the Dark World is by, I think, defeating Caretaker Drone. Because we can get to the Dark World, but once we go into the Dark World, we're pretty much locked into defeating the boss. Yeah, so you can sort of see the solution to the maze here. I always thought these light-up tracks kind of looked like what you would see in, like, you know, like, in kindergarten classrooms, how they would have, like, a sort of, like, a map of a town, and they'd have, like, the roads you could follow, or it was, like, a rug map. That, I don't care about that item. I really don't care about that item. I cannot describe how little I care about a missile expansion. I think I have plenty between you and me. Don't tell anyone else, though. They might be offended. But yeah, like the mats they have in kindergartens that have like the road that you could follow, that's what that texture pattern reminds me of. So I mentioned this before, but we can actually go do it now. We can go to this door right here. Wait for it to drop. And jump into the light, but I guess I have to go around. Be careful not to get the map, because that would be completely redundant, and I don't need no map. I've played this game before. Watch Samus fly away, or not. That's 2 Sky Temple keys. Nice. So what does that put us at? That puts us at Sky Temple keys 5 and 6, right? Meaning we have 3 more? So that's really cool. We won't get to see Samus' Superman-like animation just yet. But I do actually want to go to the Dark World. But first, I'm going to save, because I'm more than halfway down on health. And I'm actually a little worried I got hit with the virus. But nope, it looks like I'm good. I think you still get affected by it, even in Morph Ball. No, I don't want to go save again. Yeah, I mainly just wanted the health restore above anything else. Yeah. Oh, wow, you survived. Please go away. Alright, that's probably gonna hit me. I'm prepared to reset my suit should need be. And there is one item, but it's going to require a trip to the dark. Actually, yeah, sometimes the way this map can get laid out can be really disorienting. But I am... No, yeah, that's the second floor. I am down here on the first floor. Their item there is an item I quite frankly don't care about. That leads to Torvus Bog, which we should go to at some point. Yeah, I want to get to this portal, and then if I bring up the Dark World version of this place, yeah, the item we're going for is all the way over here. So I'm going to meet you guys back in the Dark World version of this room, actually. So why don't we do that? And hopefully I will probably lose a bit of health and maybe some Dark Beam ammo if I need to take these guys out, so they stop annoying the heckin' out of me. Oh, hey, Beyblade. Hi, evil pirate. I don't care about you. Also, I just realized this is really the last collectible we're going for. And I guess I mentioned this earlier, and it would be kind of bad if I didn't talk about it after mentioning it. But I want to talk about my opinion on the Prime trilogy as a whole. I can see why people also... There's an invisible platform, but we don't care about it. I can see why people say this is probably one of the best trilogies in gaming, and I agree. I think all three games are really strong, really good games. All in their own right. And they each have different strengths. I've made this very clear before, and I will continue to say it. Prime 2 is my favorite in the trilogy. And I'm glad I did a Let's Play of this game. I have no regrets, though I do wonder, and I thought that once we get all the Sky Temple keys, it's essentially a vanilla game, and I still want to finish it just to show you guys the ending and all of that, and to sort of wrap a nice bow around our adventures on Aether. But I'm wondering about a series style of like a Let's Play of a randomizer that instead of just one randomized playthrough, each episode is like a highlight reel of full randomized playthrough. And that would take forever to produce, because each episode would require playing through a game a full time. And dying a lot. That too. But I feel like that could be really interesting. I want to pick a game that has really fast runs, which I have happened to play a randomized game that has really fast runs, and I've played it before on this channel, though I haven't made a specific series out of it. And I'll leave it a mystery if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. You have to sort of carefully time all 5 of your screw attack jumps. I think we might get to see here. Samus doing her Superman style? No? Okay. Well, what we are looking for is over there. We need the light suit to get up here. 3, 4, 5. And we need a dark visor. Take that matter, antimatter. Ooh, beam ammo expansion. I'll take that. Light ammo expansion. I don't remember how many we have, but hey. And we're done with Sanctuary. That's so weird to say, but we are done with Sanctuary. Just think about that. We've pretty much done everything we need to do here. Spider Guardian was really the last big thing. We still don't have the third Sanctuary key, but it doesn't matter because we have a way to Quadraxis anyways. And I definitely know where I want to end this episode. This episode might be a bit shorter today, but after last time's episode, I think you guys can understand. I hope. What I actually want to do is this. And watch as they all perish into oblivion. I could probably go get another beam ammo refill. There's a save room over here. But we're gonna be cool and just not get it, because I'm just that cool, flameo hotman. Oh god. But definitely, I say Prime 2 is my favorite. I don't know if I'd say I have a least favorite, because there are things I absolutely hate about Prime 1, and there's things I absolutely hate about Prime 3, but they excel in different areas, and to me it's like, they're two games that have different strengths and weaknesses. And it's honestly a shame that the Prime 1 seems to be the only one critically acclaimed, or it's either Prime 1 or the trilogy. But you know what, I've seen more people come out recently and said, this game needs more love, and it really does. This is such a good game. I never would have expected to say this, but this is honestly one of my favorite games of all time. And as someone who as someone who, when they were growing up, hated first-person shooters, and saw all his friends get into the genre because they were super mature and gritty and stuff, and who wants to play baby games like Pokemon, which sort of gave me a hatred of them, to be completely honest. An unfair, biased hatred. I will fully admit that. It's not like some just, like, my hatred was completely just and all that. But definitely, I've unfairly written off first-person shooter games. That, and I do like to see my character. Though, to be fair, with the Metroid Prime games, you do get to see Samus. Whether it's through her visor, or when you're going through an elevator, you'll see her hand on her cannon. Her face reflection in their visor, which I know I said a minute ago, but I'm just, like, repeating stuff to reinforce points. Prime 1, what it really excels at to me is definitely open-ended exploration, though I feel like that's a double-edged sword in the sense that, yeah, it's very open-ended, but it's also very, cryptic at times. My biggest gripe with it is the progression from Power Bomb to, or technically from Grapple Beam to the X-Ray Visor. That is probably one of the most cryptic things I've ever seen in a Nintendo game. That's not an NES game. And that's bad. Also, and this is, I guess, more a personal gripe, I hate Meta Ridley. I hate Meta Ridley with a burning passion. I think he is one of the worst bosses in the entire franchise, and the thing is, like, maybe not, he's not even, like, terrible by design. He's terrible in, excuse me. Do I need to reload the room? Because anyone who's played this game knows what I should be able to do now that I have Light Suit. That's weird. Maybe I need to go back to the actual temple grounds? That's a possibility. I'll load this room. Honestly, I think it was loaded the moment I got up to the door. I think it was loaded the moment I turned through this thing. Well, let's try that again. In Metroid Prime 3, it puts such an emphasis on combat that it's kind of annoying, and less an emphasis on exploration, but it's still really easy to just get into and play, and I guess we're heading back to Temple Grounds, which means I need to get to a save point. The fastest way to do that, would actually be to get to a save point in War, but we can pick up a collectible along the way. Or no, I could say that for next time. We'll say that for, like, almost an overworld cleanup. Shouldn't have done that, but oh well. It would have been easier if I just screwed attack. Yeah, good job, me. Metroid Prime 3, its strengths, it knows how to make you feel for the characters, for one. The characters you barely talk to. Rundus, wow. I love how his death scene can, and I guess spoilers, I love how his death scene can be interpreted in multiple ways. Like, I've seen people interpret that scene in multiple ways, and it leaves a lot up to imagination, but not in a bad way. So I do wish you got a lot more interaction with them. Definitely, I think, if I had to just pick one improvement for Prime 3, I would say Samus, or Dark Samus, needs to appear more throughout the story to be an actual threat and try and intercept you and stop you. And of course, Hyper Mode needs to be completely rebalanced, because holy crap, I'm actually playing through the game on the hardest difficulty right now, and I've had this issue with a lot of Metroid Prime games, or really with all three of them. I know there's Hunters and Pinball, but I haven't played either of those. But, where was I? But when you play hard mode, it's not just that it's one thing when damage increases. It's another thing when you increase the HP and enemies just become HP sponges. It just becomes so unfun to play. There we go. I thought maybe I was just walking around it and like just the right way. I just realized I was actually looking for a save point, not... I completely bypassed the save point. I'm taking the long route. Yeah, this is totally intentional. I don't know what you guys are talking about. And yeah, but Hyper Mode or GameCube veteran Meta Ridley is one of the worst experiences I've ever had in the Metroid series. I absolutely hated it. Didn't help that I died right at the end of the first time I tried it, so I had to redo the entire fight. I think it took me an hour between those two attempts. No boss fight should take an hour. Like, no singular attempt of a boss fight should be 30 minutes. That's ridiculous. Probably my favorite boss in the entire franchise is actually the Metroid Prime. The exoskeleton, the first phase of the Metroid Prime, Metroid Prime. So it's funny, my least favorite boss in the franchise comes right before my favorite. Oh, you know what's coming. You know what these blue sparkles mean. Yeah, I think she spawns after beating Spider Guardian. What's great is that if you do this backwards, beat Spider Guardian, leave, and then come back here, it'll teleport you across the room. It'll always leave you at that point, so if you enter from the other side of the bridge, it gives you essentially a free way across the room. It's great. I love it. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Aww. Seriously? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Ooh, right into the hole. Alright, that should be good. There we go. And, like I said, Metroid Prime 3 definitely has a replayability aspect. I really like that it shows you where the collectibles are. Maybe it could have done it a little bit less, and maybe more like traditional Metroid games, where it just tells you if there's a collectible in the room. I think that would have been, like, the best compromise. Why am I going... I said I was going for a save room, and then I'm just going... I guess we're taking the normal way. Okay, then. What do I know? Alright, die, please. Wait, I don't even care. Just die. Take my matter, antimatter blasts. Where's the other one? I know there's another one. I think it's over there. Oh well. But yeah, I feel like Prime 2, or each Metroid Prime game has its own strength. I see a lot of people complain about backtracking in this game, saying it's the worst it was in the series. And I'm like, no, were you even playing the same game? Metroid Prime is way worse at backtracking. And then I realized something from reading some comments. People consider the Dark World, going through the Dark World version of a room as backtracking. And if you look at it like that, then yeah. But I just look at it more like a Zelda dungeon, and you wouldn't consider going back through like a single room unless you're going all the way across the dungeon as backtracking. And obviously I know my argument is far from perfect, and there's probably some obvious holes in it, but I also say that's true of anyone who says that Metroid Prime 2 is the worst when it comes to backtracking. Metroid Prime 2 is, if anything, probably one of the best... okay, no. It has two really bad points of backtracking. And I cannot argue those. In fact, I hate those as well. I don't know why Samus remorphed there. I hope you like your little tunnel, GF Soldier. Well, so that just gets to me. It gets to me more than it should, but it's like, really, Prime 1 is way worse at backtracking, like, holy crap. The bosses in Prime 2 are way better than the bosses in Prime 1, though Prime 1 does have my favorite boss in the franchise. And Prime 3 bosses are usually a complete and utter joke. Run this. I didn't say anything. No, breaking that for a second. Hyper Mode, hardest difficulty. Run this goes down in a minute. Like, I know I said he's like the opposite of Metroid. Like, he goes out way too quickly, which is a shame because he has a really good theme song. God. But Prime 3 has some really interesting idea when it comes to bosses and all of that. And I feel like, one, I love the idea with the final area in Prime 3. That was really well executed. And yeah, with this, we should get access to... Well, we're going to get an item from this, and we know what item this was from a hint earlier. Yep. And he's telling us about the good old the Sky Temple, not the Dark Temple. Someone did point out that the fact that there's less safe zones between each one. Oh, I thought that was going to be an E-tank, actually. Well, I guess it's a power bomb tank. Oh, actually. No, we're missing one. We're missing exactly one powerbomb tank. And with this comes probably one of the most interesting things in the game. Teleport system! Oh boy, yeah, that's right. We can teleport in this game. And we can, I believe, I've heard you can actually bounce off of Lumos's head to get out of bounds in this room. But next time, on Metroid Prime 2, we are going... Hi, Lumos. Don't mind me. Oh my god, we're just standing... We're not even standing on his head, we're just standing on the air around him. Okay. Next time on Metroid Prime 2 Randomize, we're going to go explore more... Or we're going to go back to Torvus Bog. And we're going to take a cool way there. Maybe. Also, I'm going to save off screen, so there's also that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time. Enjoy this morph ball resting atop Lumos. I wish I could freely manipulate the camera here, just so I could get a good angle. And, of course, I will have to go into more depths about my thoughts on the Prime trilogy, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I gave you a taste of what I think. Bye.